Hi guys, this is my first time ever talking to a camera and making a video. I have chosen to go down the path of podcasting and I can't wait to share my life story with you guys and talk about some very important life lessons. So, the first podcast episode that I wanted to talk about, life-changing for me, which was moving from Indiana to Nevada. It has definitely been a trip. I've learned a lot about myself in life. And I learned, Indiana, it's a bunch of cornfields and there's not much going on. But when you move out to Nevada, you hear about all the bright lights. There's so much to do, which there is. But there's also the cons of Vegas. You see the bad stuff. There's bad stuff everywhere in the United States, but Vegas is very big for some things. I moved across the country in my little Toyota Corolla. I packed everything I could from my house, and me and my boyfriend took a trip out here with our cat. So just imagine that, driving 26 hours to get here. And we had nothing. We sold everything in a garage sale, and we drove all the way here, and we wanted to start a new life, and now we're here. The first few months were absolutely horrible trying to find a job. I thought with my resume, my background of work, it would be super easy, but transitioning out here was harder than we both thought. But we finally were able to settle down and obtain a job. Yeah, it was very, very mentally draining, but now we're here and life's getting a little bit easier, and I've been learning a lot about myself, more than I ever have in my life. And I'm only 21, so there's a lot more to go. But I've been through a lot and I had to grow up fast. So especially moving across the country at my age, it's been a big challenge that I never thought I would do or was able to do. And now I'm here. And I learned, life gets better. It just takes time. And you got to really focus on what you want, and you will obtain it if you just keep going. So I always wanted to do a podcast, and I always wanted to make videos on YouTube, which I have been. I've been making shorts. So now this is my start. Hopefully in a year I'll see how far I've come. Not even just with views and likes. I could care less about that. But seeing how far I've come as a person in my life journey. So yeah. This has been one of the biggest challenges of my life. I grew up, for 21 years in Indiana in a small town. And, everyone knew each other. And now I'm in a big city where it's always people coming and going from out of country and traveling, not people that are actually moving and staying in town. So if you go to the Strip, those people you probably will never see again, because, they're from all different countries and all over the world. A little bit about me. I only have one sibling, my little brother. My parents did pass away when I was very, very young. And that definitely shaped me into who I am, because I feel like I had to grow up faster than I wanted to. And I didn't have that backbone like everyone else I knew that I grew up with had. I feel like I had to figure it out on my own, make mistakes and not ask for advice, or have that backbone to ask advice. So yeah, it was hard. And honestly, I wouldn't change anything about my life. I am very happy with the way everything's turning out. Yeah, there's horrible moments and downfalls in life. Everyone has that. And I haven't even hit probably the biggest ones yet that are to come, but you always get through it, and it shapes you. All these bad things that happen to you, it honestly makes you stronger and better as a person. And I can't wait to see where life takes me. Yeah. So that's a little bit about me. Also, if you guys want to comment anything you want me to speak about life or any topic, I am 100% willing and open to speaking about anything. So comment below. So, realizing how Las Vegas is living here. Honestly, It's not bad. I don't live in downtown, but I live like on the outskirt in a town, which is really nice. It gives me like rustic feels, like back at home. And I'm glad I don't live downtown. I'm not really a city person. I can't stand the traffic and the driving. Where I live is actually very nice. I'm very grateful that we found a place to live over here, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. So getting back to the topic I was going to speak about Vegas, honestly, there's a lot of stuff you see, as you guys have probably known about Vegas, like you see the worst. I also see a lot of the ugly of Vegas working downtown. I do work at a casino as a security officer, so yeah, you see a lot of stuff, and I'm glad that I got a job like that where I could help as many people as I can and make people's day. You know, I feel like any job you have to have good customer service, and I am a very sweet woman, and I do have good customer service experience, and I like bringing that to Vegas, you know, because I feel like some people are not so nice. Yeah, so sometimes it does get to me, you know, living here, because back at home in the small town in Indiana, you've seen a lot of stuff, but you didn't see the stuff that was there here. You know, there's a lot of stuff here. And yeah, it does get to me sometimes because, you know, lately I've been trying to be more religious, and, you know, I've been reading the Bible, and a lot of stuff I see is very sinful here. And it's really hard living somewhere where all you see is sin, mainly downtown. There's a lot of sinful things, and it's hard being in it, but I feel like it makes me stronger and realize a lot of things, you know, being like the outsider and viewing everything from a third person perspective. So moving here, it has pushed me to be a better person because of what I see. And yeah, I wouldn't trade it for the world. I think this trip I made out here, moving here, shaped me because, you know, my whole family is in Indiana, and everyone was against it. And they said I was stupid, it's not going to work out. And honestly, it has been working. I haven't been here for a full year yet, but I've been here almost a year. And honestly, it's not what people think it is. There's more to Nevada than just Las Vegas. There's, where I live, like a minute away from my house, there's beautiful mountains you can go hiking and trailheads. There's so much to do. Last week, me and my partner, me and him drove 30 minutes to Boulder City, and then we drove, I think, 25 minutes, and we crossed the Arizona border by the Hoover Dam. It was absolutely beautiful. There's so much to do, and I always wanted to go hiking and be outdoors, but where I lived, there wasn't much. You would have to drive 4 hours to get to a state park. But here, it's literally 15 to 30 minutes away. Multiple trailheads, multiple huge, beautiful mountains. So moving here definitely made me more of an outdoors girl. And I'm very grateful for that. You know, it's beautiful. I've been hiking multiple times a week. Even if I work, I still go hiking before work. So that's fun. I feel like I've become more active living here because it's also sunny almost every single day. There's like no rain. It rained for the first time in like 100 days here the other day. So back at home, it was always gloomy, rainy. We get a lot of snow. Like right now back at home, I think it's like 5-7 degrees. It was just snowing. There's a blizzard, and it'll drop at night to wind chills of -20, which honestly, I hate being cold. So moving here, it does get chilly. Like right now, it's a little bit chilly, but it's 64. It was 64 today. Sunny. It's sunny almost every day. So I feel like having that sun really helps your mood. Living somewhere that's always gloomy definitely makes you feel like you're in a rut, and it was hard for me to get out of it. I felt like it was always ugly days with the weather, and then going to work, sleeping, repeat. But here, I cherished the beautiful weather here, just feeling the warmth of the sun on my skin. I feel great. I really do. I enjoy having a cup of tea outside when it's sunny in the morning, and it's warm compared to being, snowing, negative degrees, whatever, back at home right now. This is very great. So I was very hesitant about moving to the west area, Nevada, but my boyfriend was like, just do it. You're young. And my great grandma said the same thing. You're young. Just do it. What's stopping you? And honestly, I'm very grateful I took both of their opinions, because I can't wait to see where life brings me. And I think this is a big chapter in my life of growing up. I was already growing up back at home, but leaving my family definitely changed me too. It was the one thing holding me back. But sometimes you can't let family hold you back like that. They mean the most to me. I love all of them. But a lot of them will say, don't do this, you're going to regret it. But it's nice hearing good feedback. Like my great grandma, my granny, she very wonderful woman. She's a little Southern belle from down south Alabama. She always gives the best advice. And she told me, you're young, you got this. Just stay strong, keep going, and just keep pushing through. There's nothing you can't do. So I did that, and here I am. So maybe for the next episode, whatever you guys want me to speak about, I will. I'm kind of thinking I will speak about a really hard topic, which everything I'm speaking about I feel like shaped me and made me very strong. So I think the next one I'm going to speak about is my childhood and how I came up, and losing two parents and the way that shapes you, and for the future of what's going to come. So I'll probably speak about that. And if you guys want to add anything, please comment. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Bear with me. This is my first time speaking to a camera, so I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I'm going to try to edit the video, and I can't wait for you guys to listen. Thank you for joining me.